Nigeria has joined the rest of the world to mark this year's World Environment Day with a strong focus on the growing threat of plastic pollution. Led by the Nigerian Conservation Foundation, key players in government, business and civil society gathered at the Lekki Conservation Centre to push for a plastic-free future. Emmanuel Olubobokun reports.
NCF and Lagos State Government will be holding the 19th edition of the Walk for Nature with a team Beat Plastic Pollution. So our leadership has mandated.
Since its inception in 1972, World Environment Day has become a global movement, and in Nigeria, the message this year was clear: end plastic pollution. At the Lekki Conservation Centre in Lagos, the Nigerian Conservation Foundation convened a stakeholder symposium, bringing together government representatives, environmental experts, corporate leaders, school children, and community advocates.
This event is a serious call to every one of us that how we live our lives goes a long way to affect us positively or negatively. And we have all got a role to play in building sustainable cities where people and nature will thrive. Because if we do not comport our activities well, it affects nature and it also affects us.
The event served as a platform for organizations to share their efforts in reducing plastic waste, from recycling innovations to public awareness campaigns. Corporate bodies showcased their sustainability projects, while environmentalists urged more stringent policies on single-use plastics.
If you look around us, we're in Lagos State. Everywhere we can see the effects of plastic pollution. Single-use plastic, single-use bags, single-use bowls, everywhere, littered everywhere, our drainages, our gutters, everything is gone. And the only way that we can do this is either to recycle, reuse, or even refuse to collect some of these single-use plastics and what else we can do with it. In Union Bank, we see sustainability beyond the lens of just financial services. We work in communities, we are situated in communities, and we live with these communities. And how much more can we improve these communities that we live in?
It's totally in alignment, and I think my brief was to highlight some of the things, what the issues are, plastic pollution in the environment, but more importantly, as a company and as a corporate entity, what are we doing about it? Right, what are the steps that we are taking? And I would say that starts with some of our previous, activity within the ecosystem. Number one, we are the founding member. We're one of the founding members of the Food and Beverage Recycling Alliance. This is an alliance of over 40 member companies, right? With the sole purpose, or goal of galvanizing the sector and actively driving collection and recycling of all the packaging that we put in the market.
From presentations to interactive sessions, the symposium emphasized education and action, especially among younger generations. The day's message aligned with this year's global theme, Beat Plastic Pollution, a call to innovate, legislate, and also educate for a cleaner, greener future.
And the habits are not so easy for people to drop, and especially where we don't have alternatives. So the things to do is, as much as it is important to come up with some policies and strict measures for those who do not comply with this. One of the things that will help is to find affordable, available alternatives. So I talked about what we do at NCF now. We thought of it, and those alternatives are there. Can we also promote that, enforce that? Those are easier to enforce. If we enforce things that will help people to avoid using plastic, we may not even have a case of people who litter it.
With Nigeria facing increasing challenges from flooding, pollution and climate change, the push from stakeholders on World Environment Day signals renewed urgency and hope for better environmental stewardship. Emmanuel Olubobokun, Plus TV News, Lagos.
Hello. Hope you enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the notification button so you get notified about fresh news updates.